Today may have looked like any other January day, but don't let the tranquil sky fool you.
New at 6 tonight, meteorologist Luke Sampe explains the storm blowing through space right now.
You wouldn't know it by just looking at the sun, but a storm is raging right now just beyond our atmosphere, all triggered from massive solar flares 93 million miles away.
There was this huge solar storm, all right? They call it a CME, or a coronal mass ejection, which is just a big sunstorm.
The largest solar storm in 7 years is slamming into Earth, and Bob Bonadur, astronomer and director of the Daniel M. Sorf Planetarium in downtown Milwaukee, says these solar blasts are happening more frequently.
We haven't had one this strong in a while, but having said that, we just had a fairly big storm last Thursday, so the sun is getting more active, which is great.
Great, because when these intense flares from the sun interact with the most outer reaches of our atmosphere, our skies can begin a luminous dance, also known as the aurora borealis or northern lights.
The oxygen will typically, when it's excited, will give off a greenish glow. Depending on the strength of the particles, it can produce a reddish glow too. And the nitrogen will typically produce a bluish purplish glow.
If you want to see the northern lights, the first thing you have to do is get away from those, the city lights. However, the biggest obstacle you might face could be the clouds. But if you miss out on the northern light show this time, you still may not be out of luck.
The sun is reaching the peak of its 11-year cycle, so that means there's going to be a lot more aurora over the next year or two. So stay tuned.
Staying alert for an extraordinary sight from the extraterrestrial. In Milwaukee, on Space Weather Watch, Luke Sampe, WISN 12 News.
Bonadur says these intense solar storms, electrical energy can shut down satellites, and in extreme cases, even your garage door opener can get triggered. Well, if you're out tonight and see the northern lights, snap some pictures and upload them to the U Local section of WISN.com.